And
Yeah.
don't.
Hello and welcome to Sinder's Playground. And today we are talking Transformers Generation 1. For all you noobs out there, who grew up later. But yeah, I'm going to give you a brief history of the Generation 1 Transformers, how were conceived, and how they made it here to America. So, but before I get into that, sir, like I said, you are not familiar with Generation 1. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not familiar at all.
You grew up with Beast Wars, right?
Yep, that's how it started. Beast Wars.
So that was your introduction to Transformers, was Beast Wars. Okay.
Yeah,
Um. So
I
go ahead.
I think I remember like some Transformer commercials or something, but
When you were like really young.
yeah,
Yeah, but you don't like doesn't ring true to you.
nope.
Yeah. Okay. So just a follow up question. So after you finished Beast Wars, did you have any interest in looking at other Transformers, or you're just like, oh well, that was it?
Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, it wasn't like I can like YouTube like Transformers or anything like that, and I don't know, like it wasn't like I can like Fire Stick wasn't a thing and stuff like that, like.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's not like they had Transformers seasons on like in like Blockbuster or anything like that. So
True.
it's not
Okay.
like I could like look it up.
Okay. So interesting. But yeah, that's something else I will touch on too towards the end about the freeness of where we can see it and stuff like that. But without further ado, sir, are you ready to take another time travel trip back to the 80s?
Let's do it.
Okay, sir. So, just a quick synopsis. Transformers are a media franchise of products by the toy company Hasbro and Japanese toy company Takara. It focuses on the ongoing battle between the Autobots and Decepticons. The two are robot alien factions that are at war and change into vehicles. The franchise has toys, comics, cartoons, video games, and films. As of 2019, it has generated $30 billion in revenue and is one of the highest grossing media franchises in history. Now, origins. The franchise began in 1984 with the toy line of transforming toys created by Takara. Uh, these toys were called Diaclones and Microchangers. Now, Hasbro, seeing these toys at a Tokyo show in Japan, immediately partnered up and brought the rights to Takara's toy line, and would immediately begin to redesign the robots for Americans. Hasbro, wanting to make a big splash, also hired Marvel to create the backstories for these toys. Editor in chief at the time of Marvel Comics, Jim Shooter, wrote the overall story for the Transformers. Creating the characters was done by Dennis O'Neil, who came up with the name Optimus Prime, and also the designs for all the other robots. Some other designs were done by Shoujo I don't know, I'm gonna say this wrong. Shoujo Komari, who also created Macross, aka Robotech, here for us Americans. Stop for a second. Do you remember Robotech or hearing about it?
Nope.
I have one Robotech DVD I could let you hold. I mean, I shouldn't let you hold. You can look it up after we're done, because Robotech is kind of the precursor for Transformers for us. Like I said, it was called Macross in Japan, but I forgot who bought it. But a company over here bought it, and then they renamed it Robotech because it just sounded cooler, for us over here in America. So yeah, so that's something we can chat about after we finish recording. Okay, so now the primary concept of Generation 1 is the Autobots leader Optimus Prime and the villainous Megatron are and their soldiers crash land on Earth in prehistoric times and were in hibernation until they woke up in 1985. Side note, during the first Transformers run in Marvel Comics, they were actually part of the whole of Marvel Comics universe. So you would have Spider-Man pop up in their comics, or they like team up with the X-Men or some shit like that, which I didn't know
That's cool.
because I thought they were just their own thing, separate from Marvel. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
their own
Yeah,
world and timeline.
yeah, and everything like that. But no, they were part of the Marvel continuity during their first run in the '80s. I'm like, wow, that's dope.
Yeah, I would like to see Captain America whoop Megatron's ass.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Because I knew of the comics, but I didn't know. Like I said, I thought they were just their own separate entity, and
Yeah,
Marvel just produced them. But
I
no,
didn't. I had no idea Marvel even touched
yeah,
Transformers.
man. Yes, but they rolled them in.
That's nuts.
They rolled them into their continuity. I was like, damn, that's dope. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can backtrack and see if I can find some of these, or find like a paperback with all the issues combined. You
That shit
know,
would be like $2 million or something.
probably, man, because they're so huge now. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump into the TV series. Okay, so the TV series began around the same time as the toy line launching because Hasbro wanted to capitalize on the show, even though they had no idea if it was going to be popular or not. The show was also produced by Marvel Productions. So this was before they became, Marvel Studios. They were called Marvel Productions, and also before what's his face, Kevin Feige was in charge. Um, but later, though, Hasbro would produce the show itself. Being as the years went on, they became a bigger and bigger toy company. And everything like that. All right, the cartoon series, basically is the Autobots looking for energy source to get back home to Cybertron, and the Decepticons want to beat them there so they can have the advantage in the war on Cybertron. Side note: did you know during the show, Soundwave, who is the Decepticon on Cybertron, who Megatron keeps in contact with, you know, um, he was leading the Decepticons, um, on Cybertron and basically taking over. He was telling all the Decepticons dead, the Megatron's dead, even though he was on Earth, you know. But during the show, if you watch the cartoon, he's totally loyal to Megatron.
Oh shit.
so that's something different from the. But there's little differences like that between the show and like the comic, which I didn't know. I thought everything was just like copy and paste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, they changed some shit up, man. Okay. Then in 1986, the Transformers the movie, animated movie, came out, uh, which is excuse me. oh,
I didn't
oh,
know they had a movie.
the movie is dope. I like the movie. Actually, I have a copy. I have an original uncut copy, actually.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I hunted for that too, bro. What you call? It's funny though because the movie it's set in 2005.
Oh shit.
It said 2005, and what you call it? And then came out in 1986, which is funny. You know, what you call it? And also in the film, we learned about the Autobot Matrix, which is the leadership that was given to Optimus Prime, obviously, and then Optimus Prime during the movie gave it to Ultra Magnus. But the Matrix was drawn to another Autobot called Hot Rod, which transformed him into Rodimus Prime. So you never saw the Transformers animated movie?
Nah.
Oh man, dude,
This is the first time I heard about it.
it's so good, bro. Look at it. Yeah, I really like it, bro. Yeah, it's really good. Now I want to watch it now. Now I want to watch it. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, meanwhile, but in space, a transforming planet named Unicron senses the power of the Matrix and knows it can destroy him, so he transforms Megatron into Galvatron, and also changes Skywarp into Cyclonus and Thundercracker into Scourge, and the Insecticons become sweeps. So Galvatron and his minions go to destroy the Matrix and battle against the Autobots. basically. That's the gist of the movie, because I didn't want to give too much away. In case for people like you who haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
I need to see that.
All right, now going back to the cartoon, because the movie came out like right after season 2. Now, movie comes out. It was a summer movie, obviously. Now, going at season 3, the third season will pick up right where the movie left off, and also in the third season, due to the tremendous fan backlash, Optimus Prime was brought back to life at the end of season 3, because at the end of the movie he does. No, in the beginning of the movie he does. That's right.
Damn.
Yeah,
I would have been part of that backlash.
yeah, man, yo, for sure, bro. Because that came out of nowhere, and for a cartoon to have a main character die, that was some
That was trifling.
Yeah, man. I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, really? I was like, and it's funny because when you're watching a movie, you're like, hey, well, he's coming back. He's got to come back. It's Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Then no, the movie ends. It's like, damn. Okay. I guess he's really good. So so we can say a lot of kids coming out of that theater were hurt and frustrated. Like Prime, there was no Prime. So it was like, yeah, man, no. So so the writer said, we're gonna have to bring him back somehow.
Yeah, once you go for their wallets, that's it.
Yeah, man. Like I said,
They open their ears more.
Yeah, that's for sure. And also at the end of season 3 ended basically the end of Generation 1. Okay, now moving on to we're gonna do the comics now. Now I told you about the Marvel comics. We briefly touched on that, right?
Yeah.
No, that was a thing, but it has been gone through several companies, and so Marvel had it for about until I think 88, and then they just didn't renew with Hasbro to keep the license. So it was like, oh yeah, we're done here. I think we wrote enough comics, and so for a while, nobody was making Transformers comics. Then in 2001, Dreamwave Productions, a fairly new comic company at the time, acquired the rights from Hasbro to print Transformers comics. And excuse me. Their approach was to take from the Marvel comics and the TV show. Basically, the story is the Autobots defeat the Decepticons on Earth and then go back to Cybertron. And where Shockwave was, who I mentioned before, basically during the whole time the Autobots and the Decepticons were on Earth, Shockwave basically triumphantly takes over Cybertron. So now he's like the king of Cybertron. And the series is about the Autobots fighting to take back Cybertron from Shockwave. That went 16 issues. Then it was followed up by 3 different limited series, excuse me, called Transformers: The War Within. These stories are about Cybertron before the war started between the Autobots and the Decepticons. Okay. So that was the Dreamwave production. Now, then in 2005, IDW Publishing got the rights because Dreamwave's deal was finished and they didn't want to renew with Hasbro. So now IDW Publishing, basically what they did is rebooted the series from scratch. They was like, you know what? None of that shit you read before counts. It was. And they started with a limited series and one shots basically. And one shots basically. You know what one shots are, right?
No.
One shots are just like, you know how comics has like an ongoing story. A one shot is just a single story in one issue.
Oh, okay.
That's why they call it a one shot.
Okay, I never knew that. That's interesting though.
Yeah. And of course, limited series are like a 6-issue limited series or 8 issues or 12 issues or something like that. Like I said, these are specialty things, because there's ongoing comics like Detective Comics, which is one of Batman's books, has been ongoing. They're in like the 900s, I think now. So, like I said, there's ongoing, there's one shots, and there's limited series for you comic novice out there. uh, okay. Mm. Uh, the reason they wanted to start from scratch is because uh, it allowed writer Simon Furman. I'm sorry, sorry, Furman, who also wrote the stories for Dreamwave. So basically, ID book ID 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 IDW Publishing hired the guy who wrote the books for the previous company. So do you follow me?
Yeah.
All right. Also, this guy, which I didn't even know. I mean, I didn't even know if this was the same guy. He wrote the Unlimited Marvel series of books. Now, have you ever heard of Ultimate Marvel?
No.
Oh man, dude. That's one of my favorite like lines of like Marvel comics because he took like classic characters and like just changed them, but not in a stupid way.
I've seen like Ultimate Spider-Man. Is that
Yeah,
what you're talking about? Like,
yeah, because Ultimate Spider-Man, there were the Ultimates were which were the Avengers basically, and then there was like Ultimate Fantastic Four. But yeah, so yeah, it was Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimates, and then Ultimate Fantastic Four. Yeah, so those three lines were under the Ultimate umbrella, and the Ultimates was the best out of them for me because yeah, he just he not only brought them into current day, but he made them like totally different, but not I should say totally different.
cool.
He made them cool, realistic. I should say he made it like the Hulk was a cannibal, bro,
Oh shit.
and Thor was a drunk womanizer. Yeah,
Really?
Thor was a drunk womanizer. What you call it? Cap just kind of gave up, and he wasn't like I mean, this is the beginning of the book, but obviously he gets better. But Cat was he just gave up. He's like, I don't care anymore. This country's fucked. And then he just stopped. He
Damn.
just stopped working out, and he got skinny and shit. And then Nick Fury is the one who brings them all together. Oh, it's so dope, man. Like, so you want to see a different take on the Avengers Ultimates? They went three. No, I think they went 3 or 4 volumes, but no, check that out. I know this has nothing to do with Transformers, but no, it's a good series of books. Like I said, Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Fantastic Four, but the Ultimates. Yes, that's my favorite out of the 3 Ultimate lines. Um, okay, sorry, little side tangent there. Um, but basically, yeah, they brought him in to create his own universe and stories without worrying about continuity. Um, these books were so popular that IDW Publishing wanted to capitalize on the success and doubled down, making 3 ongoing series. One called Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, Transformers Robots in Disguise, and Transformers Till All Are One. Then in 2022, ID Trojan lost the rights. So basically, they got to write Transformers comics from 2005 to 2022.
Damn.
And this is the line everybody like these comics people praise these better than the original ones.
Oh
Than
really?
the Marvel ones, the IDW. That's why they went so long because they kept selling. I think I have some. I will show you when we're done here. I will show you down here. I mean, you could just tell by the artwork. Like, oh man, yeah, very great stuff. Very great stuff. Highly recommended. If you're a Transformers fan from Generation One and you haven't read these, I highly recommend them. The artwork is beautiful. The writing is awesome, and yes, and he definitely knows the how the characters were from the Generation One. He nails it. This guy nails it. So yeah. Okay, so before we move on to the next section, so what do you think about the comics?
I didn't know they had that much comics. I knew that they had toys.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they had the movies, but I didn't hear too much about the comics. So
Well, I mean, you know about these movies. You didn't know about the animated movie.
no, not the animated movie. That's also new to me.
Yeah, man.
I'm still surprised that Marvel did Transformer comics before.
I mean, they've probably done comics for everything when you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. It's just about searching it up, right?
Yeah, it comes about everything. I mean, the thing is, like I said, there's probably did it for like short runs, and then that's why you don't hear about it. Like I said, because I know they did Turtle comics and I know they did GI Joe comics, and now right now those two franchises are under different comic book publishers, but they did them at one time, and everything else you can think of, fucking, Scooby Doo, My Little Pony, all that shit, except Archie. They never done Archie because Archie's his own thing. Yeah. Yeah. So now, sir, we get to the divisive part. That is the movies. Okay, so actually, I wrote a lot of this from my heart. A lot of this from my heart, but I do have some numbers that you will be astounded by, because you know me, I like doing the number crunching, sir, especially when it comes to movies. When it comes to movies, man, like I said, because I just like showing like what people go to see, like I said, by the box office and stuff like that. And also how much something is made, because something could look really cool, but it may not cost as much as you think.
Yeah, that's true.
You know. So let me start off by saying, in this section, this is something I told many people. I never thought in my lifetime I would live long enough to see a live action Transformers movie. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, there's no way. Like there's not, it's like not in my lifetime. But in 2007, as much as I hate him, Michael Bay directed the first Transformers movie, with Steven Spielberg as executive producer. And believe it or not, this is the 54th highest grossing film, raking in 720 million worldwide. Pause for a second. Let me take this in. Well, I want you guys to take this in, but think about that. It's for a movie that's not even that old. It's 54th on the all-time list of movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that's amazing. What do you call it? And 720 million worldwide. I know. It just boggles my mind. I know a little bit.
Did you see this one?
Yes. Again, like I said, I never thought it would happen. So I was like, I just want to see if they can pull it off. So of course I went and saw it, man. Now I liked it, and I definitely give props for Bay for hiring Peter Cullen to reprise his role as Optimus Prime, and also got to give props to Hugo Weaving, who voiced Megatron. Now, Hugo Weaving wasn't the original voice of Megatron, obviously, because that guy died, but I thought he did a good job, as Megatron. Do you know who Hugo Weaving is?
No.
Yes, you do.
All right. Well, who?
He's Agent Smith from the Matrix. He's the Red Skull.
Oh.
Okay, that guy. So yeah.
I do know who he is.
Yes, you do. Yes. So yeah. So he was the voice of Megatron. Okay. And as we know, they will continue to make sequels. I'm not going to do a deep dive into this, but uh, because what is it? Sorry, lost my spot. Oh yeah, I just saw the first one, and I got halfway through the second one. I'm like, all right, I'm done here.
Damn.
So I've seen 1.5 Transformers movies. Whatever Transformers movies. Now, oh, okay. Now I didn't even count how many there were on the list. But the last film to release was Bumblebee, and that was in 2018. That was set as a prequel to the first original Transformers film. That had a budget of 140 million, but it grossed 470 million worldwide. And this year, we're gonna get the next entry, which is Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Uh, it doesn't have an official release date yet. All we know is it's coming in the summer. Now, that's what I got for the films. But, sir, um, I want to know, what did you think of the first Transformers movie when you saw it, and then how do you feel about the other films going forward?
I liked the first one. I was a big Transformers fan, so I definitely I think I was on the same page as you wanting to see it. I was like, I will never see that
Yeah.
live action, and they did it. So I was like, yo, I'm so excited. I remember I was always like looking out for new trailers and stuff for it. I'm like, yo, I can't wait to go see it. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like Optimus's face because it didn't look like the comics and
I
stuff.
mean, his design. You know, like his
Yeah, I was
design.
like, damn, it doesn't look like him, but I was like, whatever, I'll take what I can get, right? Because it was,
Yeah.
but but yeah, and then the movies coming out after that, um, I was, I was excited. I kind of didn't like that they kept changing the characters, like one movie had Shia LaBeouf, then after that,
Yeah.
like Mark Wahlberg came in,
Yeah.
and not that I have anything against anyone, but like I kind of wish they would have kept the same characters.
Consistency.
Yeah, it's like all right, who's gonna be like? Why do they keep changing these people? It doesn't like add up, or like it doesn't give you a clear timeline.
Exactly. No, I
Um,
agree with you like that. Wait,
so
Shadow he wasn't in the second one, right?
no, he wasn't.
Yeah, see?
It was just the first one, and I think he was in the first one, and then
That's it.
the second one was Mark Wahlberg, and then yeah, I don't know. I kind of wanted to watch all of them before
For
I
you see
watched the
the
one
new
that
one?
when that's coming out in the summer. Yeah,
Rise of the Beast. No, there's more than this. It looks like there's only it says 6 here, but there's more than that, right?
no, six is probably about right.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know there was that many.
Honestly, I thought there was more.
I thought there was like three or four.
No, there's 6. Okay. Wait, have you seen all these?
Let me see. I think I've only seen three.
Okay. Which one?
The first three,
Okay.
if I remember everything. Yeah, I know there was one. I think I did see the last
Night.
night,
Okay.
but I think I didn't I like it because I think they do kill Optimus in that one. But I think he comes back.
Well, obviously he's in the new trailer, so yeah, he's back.
Yeah, but I like the new trailer now because it look it looks kind of pretty accurate to Beast Wars,
Of
which
course.
you don't like. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch those actually now.
I got you. I got you voted for them.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to refresh my memory. Transformers movie design. Bear with us, folks, because like I said, it's been so long since I've seen these. I just want to.
Did you own any of the toys?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I want the movie Prime.
Yeah, the movie Prime for me, I don't know, I just felt like he looked really weird
No,
as compared to like what he looks like
like yeah, I
on the
know.
cartoons and in
Yeah, you're
comics.
right. You're right. I mean, nah, I do think his truck form was dope though.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
no, his truck was killer.
yeah, I love his truck form, man.
It's just the robot version. I was like, what?
Yeah. So,
But I guess they try to make it realistic.
oh yeah, that's another
So
thing
it's
too.
like,
What you got? How do you feel about Megatron not being a gun now? Because in the cartoon he's a gun. Yeah.
and like I said, I kind of grew up with him being a dinosaur.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't bother you.
Yeah,
No, man, no. He's a gun.
he's a gun.
Yeah.
He just like walks around being a gun.
No, he's a robot, and then He goes to the gun. All right. No, obviously, damn, I really gotta show you now. Like the
What kind
origin.
of gun is it? Like a tank?
No.
Nah, it should have been a tank. No,
I forgot. What was he? Was he a tank?
I thought he was a tank. Yeah.
Okay. But still, that's not what he is in the cartoon. That's not what he is in the cartoon. But yeah, I guess they couldn't do it. It's fine. It's whatever, man. So you saw
Oh
it.
yeah, he is a gun.
See? No.
That's weird. That is really weird.
And Sound, that's why Soundwave was like his right hand man, because he would just jump into Soundwave's hands and Soundwave was like, you know? So
I'm glad they didn't stick with that. I'm kind of glad because the gun is weird. Why would it be a gun? That's such a weird thing. That's a sidekick move right there.
it is. Well, it's kind of like
That's-
it's kind of like Soundwave, because you know how Soundwave has the tapes. Do you know? Do you remember? I mean, do you know of that Soundwave with the tapes?
wasn't he a boombox?
Yes,
Or-
and
yeah.
then the tapes would eject, and they would become like either robots or a hawk or a dog or something.
Yeah, the Decepticons got a short end of the stick with all that. Like fucking Optimus is a fucking fire truck, and
Well, that's the thing, because the Autobots are vehicles like trucks and cars and shit, man. And if you notice, Decepticons are like jets.
yeah,
And
jets
and it just
and tanks.
yeah, jets.
But like
yeah.
Megatron's a gun. Like, oh my god. I'd be like, yo, why is he like it should have been opposite. Megatron should have been
like a truck.
no, I mean Megatron should have just been a tank, not
Yeah.
a gun.
Yeah.
A floating gun, like that's horrible. Oh my god. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. I'm kind of glad I saw Megatron as a T-Rex. A T-Rex over a
pistol.
oh, pistol. I would have been like, what the?
Oh, little quick story. So one of my best friends, he's my age, so he still has his Transformers, like when he was a kid, bro.
Damn.
And his most prized possession he has a Megatron still in the box.
Wow.
You know, I'm like, bro. He's like, you know, you can sell that for like mad, but he's like, I know, but he's like, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm like, man. I mean, it's not like sealed. The boxes obviously play with it, but like, I think literally, for some reason, he kept He always put Megatron away. You know what I mean? Because you know when you can just throw your shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But he would treat Megatron differently. He always put him away, like in the box. So he's not like brand spanking sealed new, but
damn.
but he's in good condition.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm just like, bro, like, dude, I really want it from. I'm like, dude,
if it goes missing, you know who has it.
I was like, yo, bro, seriously. I was like, yeah, because all right, we're really playing on our phones. I want to see how much he goes for right now.
Imagine like $500,000 or something. Is this the gun one?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. I never got that many. What?
Guess how much he is? And this is not even mint. This is just like still in the box.
30 grand.
$850.
850 what? $850?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
Damn. So is this like kid size? Like what? Like kids are supposed to play with them as a gun?
Yeah, that's where they go. Like I said, that's the one he has. The 80s Megatron in the box, bro. He's I know he looks horrible.
Yeah, he looks like shit.
He looks horrible in the cartoon, but still.
I mean, he looks better in the cartoon.
Yeah, he does.
Than the actual toy. The toy looks like shit.
I know, it's like some just
like they definitely worked more on him as looking at real as a pistol.
Yeah, the robot form.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. They could have spent some time on that.
Yeah, I mean he's not the prettiest one, obviously, but yes it
I
is.
still think the Decepticons got the short end of the stick. A
Mm,
boombox and a gun.
and some jets.
The Jets are better than. I mean, the Jets are fine.
No, I love the
Starscream is
jets.
fine, but
Yeah.
why is Megatron a gun? That's crazy.
And it's funny, my favorite guy is Soundwave is my favorite though. He, like I said, he's the guy with the boombox. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's my favorite. I love Soundwave. Yeah, because I like his design, like his robot form. Plus, he sounded cool in the cartoon. His voice was very like unique, and I don't know that's kind of drew me to him. And see, look, and he has the Megatron.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
In what world do you use your boss as a weapon?
Oh.
Like you should just thrown Megatron over and just taken over the Decepticons.
But in the cartoons, he's like the most powerful. That's why he's their leader. You know what I mean?
Who, Megatron?
Yeah.
Who's gonna shoot him? Like who? How is he gonna fire himself? Like
No, because he always had the barrel on his arm. Remember? Like it's
oh
get mine over there.
no.
Yeah.
I get it.
He always had the barrel on his arm, man. So like I said, so he had the most potent blast, man. Like I said, see, I like these. These obviously these aren't the
These
original.
are
These aren't the
fine
original,
quality.
huh?
These are good quality.
Yeah, I like these. Like I said, my co-host is holding my Transformers Megatron
Does
from
he transform?
no,
No. Damn.
no, from the Red series. This series came out about 2 years ago. I like them because they're literally action figures, so they don't transform. But I like the design because they take it straight from the cartoon, as you can see, right?
Yeah, I would see them having trouble trying to make that transform.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, because to me, I always like the robot form.
No, yeah. But it's what it is. Like
Mhm.
the cool factor about Transformers is having two toys
Yep.
instead of one.
That was the draw. I'm not gonna lie, that was the draw. Oh my god! Look at an '80s one.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. Oh man. So I just showed my co-host. I'm on eBay and I was just thumbing through the listings for Transformers. They have a Soundwave in the box for $18,000. That's ridiculous.
No, 1,800.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1,000. Well, yeah,
Well, that's
1,800.
still a lot. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, I wish I had half the toys I had when I was a kid. wish. Okay, so we done more than sidetracked right there. Oh, but
See, that's him as a tank. See, that's a better thing. A tank.
no, I
is
love
better
that.
than-
No, I love that design on him for sure. But no, but Megatron's always been a favorite over mine for me. Yeah, Soundwave and Megatron really like those two for real. But now that I gave you a little brief history of Generation One, I want you to tell me your, I guess, overall thoughts from the information I dropped on you today. And do you plan on maybe watching the original series or the animated movie at all? Tell me, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I definitely want to watch the animated movie. Sounds interesting, and I like I said, I was still really surprised that Marvel did Transformer comics. Uh, yeah, I didn't know how how Generation One was and stuff. Like I said, I've only seen like Beast Wars, so
Mhm. What about the fact that Hasbro basically, I'm not gonna say stole this idea, but were influenced by a Japanese toy company to make these.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
but
Uh,
but I mean, I'm glad they did it.
yeah, because we wouldn't have got the Transformers
Yeah.
over here in the U.S. It would have been
And
just as.
then I do want to see all those movies now that I saw it. There were like 6 or 7.
No, I thought you were like a loyal Transformers fan. Like you saw all these shits.
Nah, I mean I think I may have, but there was like 1 or 2 movies I probably didn't really pay attention to that much because I was lost. I was like, what in the timeline is going on?
Mm-hmm.
It's like watching a movie and just like having different main characters every time. And so that obviously Optimus is in all of them, but the side characters, I'm like, what is going on?
Mm. Did you see the new trailer for the Rise of the Beast?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
why I said it looks more accurate.
yeah. I mean, because it's well, we see Mirage,
Yeah,
RC. Do you know who that is?
no,
Okay, we see RC. Of course. Wait, so if Optimus Prime is the truck, so what's the gorilla?
that's that's I think it's uh, Optimus Primal.
Oh, you're right, Optimus Primal.
Yeah,
So we have Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime.
yeah.
Okay, and then
I think Cheetor
Cheetor.
is there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Rat Trap is there. Rat Trap
He
would
has to.
be
He has to be.
he
He's popular.
he's gonna be the one that makes that movie like
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. He's popular. I
He's
know.
gonna be like Rocket Raccoon basically.
I know. Look, yeah. I know he's super popular. I know. I know. I know.
I mean, you saw Rat Trap in my car.
Yeah, I know. He's super popular. And everything like that. I don't know. Would you want me to do a deep dive on the Beast Wars?
Yeah, if you want. I haven't watched Beast Wars in forever since I was a kid. I would watch that as my morning cartoons before going to school.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, I'm definitely interested, because believe it or not, Beast Wars actually brought Transformers back into relevance because I was reading a lot when I was doing research, and then because after Generation 2, it kind of like fell off, like the popularity of Transformers, and then they just kind of Hasbro just kind of let it die, and then somebody came up with the idea of doing the Beast Wars just because to do something different.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the machine thing kind of ran its course, so they were like, "Oh, and then, like I said, kids like you were excited about it and got hooked on it, and it kind of revitalized Transformers as a whole." And that led to from Beast Wars. Then we went to all these other fucking Transformers cartoons, like going back to the '80s, the classic '80s characters like Optimus Prime and Megatron, and like that. I mean, look at doesn't Netflix has like 3 different Transformer shows?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, so like I said, definitely. Like I said, I may not like it, but it definitely brought back you know put steam back on Transformers. So I will give Beast Wars its props.
And Optimus looks sick. Both of them look sick in
Rise of the Beast
Rise of the Beast. Like he actually looks like Generation
one.
1 Optimus, which that's what I'm super excited for. And I can't wait to see how uh Optimus Primal looks transformed. I don't think they have that on the trailer.
No, just hit him as the gorilla.
Yeah, so I'm
I want to
really
see what his
excited
robot
for
form
that.
is too.
Yeah, he's gonna look sick.
Okay. All right, sir. What are my final thoughts here?
Yeah.
Being I'm an OG G1 guy. All right, so normally, I was telling you this earlier. Normally, on my final thoughts, I usually just pop off my head. But as last night, as I was writing my notes, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling this certain kind of way right now, so I'm gonna just write down my thoughts.
Okay.
And that's what I did. So these are the thoughts I wrote down last night while finishing up my notes. Transformers are special to me. Especially Generation 1. I grew up on this cartoon and the toys. Not only that not only discovering that these robots are were actually a part of my life when I was actually happy. Yes, I know I was a kid and kids don't have, too much to worry about. but not every kid has an easy life. You know, being sucked into this world and transforming talking robots was a treat for me every single day. Following Optimus and the rest of the Autobots doing battle against Megatron and the Decepticons was more than entertaining for me. And I cannot begin to mention the cultural impact these uh, cartoon robots have had. I mean, shit, they're still making Transformers cartoons today using G1 characters, and they still sell merchandise, with G1 Transformers on them. So now, not only can I relive a bit of my childhood with a streaming service to watch, any of the 80s Transformers cartoons, but I can buy stuff with them on them. And probably more so than that, kids today can discover the awesomeness of Generation 1 Transformers. That's what
Nice.
I read. uh,
I agree.
mm,
I agree. Like that, they're better than like they're as long lasting as like Batman and
yeah,
anything else. Like
you're right. I agree. Like I said, I always told you, like, well, not well, I should say I told you, but you may have heard me mention that growing up, my favorite toys, like I said, is either Transformers or G.I. Joe. And like I said, depending on what day you ask me, it could be either one. It could be either one. Like today, it could be Transformers, tomorrow it could be G.I. Joe. But I still say, as much as I love Transformers, G.I. Joes were probably my favorite because those were the last toys I stopped playing with. You know what I mean?
they hold a special part.
Yeah, man. Because again, going back to Toy Story, that's why I think I love that franchise so much, is because I know what it's like to have awesome toys. And as you get older, stop playing with them and stuff and get to part ways with them. And just like, and think about all the good times you have playing with them and shit like
Yeah, that's
that.
true.
That's why Toy Story will always have a good place in my heart, man. They can keep making them for all I care.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love Toy Story.
I was the same way. I can't wait till I get a job and I grow up and I'm able to buy these Transformers and play with them. I'm like, damn, I wouldn't buy Transformers. I mean, I would, and I have, but
Mhm.
I'm like, it's not like I enjoyed them as much as I would have when I was a kid. You
Exactly,
know,
exactly. And like I said,
when I was a kid, I always wanted a real Transformers. I was like, yo, I want to get a real Transformer. My mom would never buy me one, but
those things are expensive, man.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
Like the-
I got the brand formers or
yeah.
the bootleg.
The bootleg ones. Yeah. Oh yeah, because they were so popular that smaller companies would do Transformer ripoffs and everything like that.
Yeah,
You
the
know.
cheap breaking ones. I'm like,
Yeah, and everything like that. I say growing up, obviously I don't have any of my original Transformers, but off the top of my head, I remember having Prime. I definitely had. I had most of the Autobots, the cars, except Bumblebee because I don't like bees, or what do you call those things?
Beatles.
Yeah, I don't like Beatles, so uh didn't have Bumblebee. But I had most of the cars. I had some of the jets, definitely had Starscream. I had Soundwave. Um the combiner robots, like the robots that form one big robot.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Like the Constructicons, they make Devastator, and then the aerial bots. I forgot what they're formed into. Yeah, and then they had the big, huge ones like Omega Supreme. You remember him? I mean, have you heard of him?
No, 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 I never did.
Oh, Omega Supreme. All right, let me show you how big this fucking toy is. Oh, bro, seriously. Yo, the 80s kids had big ass toys, man. We really did, man. We had huge toys, bro. Let me see. Okay, that's the box.
Oh damn,
That's the box. And yeah, look how big this guy
that's
is.
probably bigger than your body as a kid.
Yeah, it's the scale. Listen to the box, man. And yeah, we always have big shit like this, the G.I. Joe Helicarrier, the Castle Grayskull from Masters of the Universe, all big ass toys. you know, like I said, I mean, They don't make big ass toys like this anymore.
No, they don't.
They really don't.
And if they do, it's like crazy expensive.
Yeah, I mean, because I know there's a. Oh yeah, here's some more popular ones like Triptychon. Look at that.
Damn.
Look. He's huge. He's huge. Triptychon Metroplex is another one from the 80s. Look. That's everything he came with. Yeah, everything he came. Oh, Metroplex. He was a base that transformed. Okay, he's a base that transformed. Oh.
And why wasn't he like? Why wasn't Megatron his bitch?
No, I think he was an Autobot. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was an Autobot.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, how big you are listening to Optimus.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, man, he's like the cap, of the of the Ultra Magnus Unicron. Okay, yeah, so this is Unicron. This is the villain who's in the movie. Like I said, a transforming planet, bro. Look,
oh, that's Unicron. Yeah.
Transforming planet. He's huge. Huge. Yeah, we are way getting to talk. Oh yeah, it's funny because obviously he was so big they didn't make a toy from him when the movie came out, but the last decade, toy companies obviously have come a long way.
Yeah.
So
we can make planets.
Yeah, you can make a planet one. You can make a planet toy, a transforming planet. Yeah. So yeah, here he is. Wait, let me see. Trying to get a better picture of him. Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look at him. Yeah. So. I mean, I wouldn't want him because he'd be too big for me.
They probably spend like 2 hours trying to transform.
Yeah. It's funny though, like I don't care. Really gonna subject care. It's my show. Do what I want. Do what I want. What's it called? I mean, there's one toy I want to get that's big, and I'm not a fan, obviously, of big toys, but there's one big toy I want to get.
Who?
But after I tell you, I want you to tell me if you could buy any like big toy, what would it be? All right. I want a Galactus. That's what I want. I want a Galactus. The the Marvel what did he call them? Marvel what? Legends. Yeah.
Oh,
the Marvel Legends, they made one. Well, not one. They made a few, obviously. No, but he's I think he's 5.
He's 5?
Yeah, he's 5. But yeah, if I could get one big toy, it would be Galactus. So what would be your big toy?
My big toy, I always wanted, this is a long time ago, but I always wanted the Batcave.
Oh, nice. That's dope. Batcave, that's good. Yeah, man. But you been.
I think the biggest toy I got as a kid, well, it wasn't even mine. It was my cousin's, but it was a Sentinel.
Oh, Sentinel from the X-Men.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, it was big.
My biggest thing, I think I had Jabba's palace from Star Wars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had Jabba the Hutt's palace. Yep, that was.
I'm trying to remember. I think the biggest thing that I got as a kid was I think it was a Megazord.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those things were big too.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, those things were.
I think that was the biggest one.
Those things were big. And I think also I had Castle Grayskull from He-Man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had Castle Grayskull from He-Man. Like I said, you should see the new one they did because they did a redesign one like 5 years ago. It looks so much better. Yeah, it's so much better. Yeah, I think that's 5 too. 500. Yeah,
damn.
That's 5 too. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, we're closing in on an hour. What do you call it? So thank you if you made it this far.
Like, these guys are on a tangent.
Yeah. For checking out our episode about Transformers Generation 1 and hear me reminisce and talk about one of my favorite childhood franchises. Of course, I am Sinder. You can catch me on Instagram at Sinder666. I post about basically just the show, pretty much, and I guess what I'm up to. So if you want to comment about the show or have any show suggestions, feel free to get a hold of me over there. Toss it over to my co-host.
Jose. You can catch me on Instagram, JoseCE90. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, we're always willing to hear and, or any future show suggestions.
All right. So those are our plugs. Oh, one more little note for any fans of mine. All two of you. Uh, I probably in the next week or so are gonna put up a YouTube video because I haven't put anything up on YouTube for like going on 6 months now, just because I was kind of drained and kind of bored with it and didn't have the passion for it anymore. So, but this last week, I should say, I'm thinking about going back to it, but not doing video gameplay. I'm probably just going to do commentary on just like stuff happening in geek culture, stuff that I care about and give my 2 cents on. So, if that's something you'll be interested in, uh, check up on me on my Instagram page. I will post updates on there about when the video will be up. And yeah, you can just follow me over there. And if you haven't already, you can always sub to my channel, Cinder666, and sign up. Not sign up, but yeah, just hit that bell icon, and then you will just get notified automatically when I post a new video. That's all I have to say. This is Cinder, and we will talk to you guys next time.
Peace out.